Hello, everybody. I wanted to get on here to record a quick recording. I have been going through therapy and I wanted to give an honest review on BetterHelp versus a traditional therapy and my experience with BetterHelp versus traditional therapy. Now, I'm going to start with BetterHelp. There are three pros about BetterHelp that I enjoyed. With BetterHelp, you have access to your counselors 24/7, and they normally get back to you within maybe a day at the latest. So that's a good thing. Two, you have access to pick your counselor from a profile of counselors, and if you're not happy with a counselor anymore, you can simply just swap that counselor out. And that is also a good thing because when you're going through therapy, you want to be as comfortable as possible with your therapist. You want to be able to have a rapport with your therapist, and you want to make sure your therapist is understanding you and hearing you. And the last thing I liked about BetterHelp is the convenience. Um, it was online platform. You didn't have to physically go into to an office, and that's convenient and easy accessible. And also, they do give a price reduction for those who cannot afford it or having trouble accessing paying it. Now, as far as the therapist that I had on BetterHelp, she was very nice, very professional, and we would divulge into a lot of issues um, that I had going on at the time. Now, I don't believe this therapist was trained in relationships because I came to her for grief counseling. So she wasn't as astute in relationship counseling as the therapist I had for the traditional setting. But I'll get to that in a minute. But the BetterHelp platform is good for those who just want to start counseling. But in my opinion, me going to a traditional therapist, I felt like the traditional therapist is was a little bit was dug a little bit deeper and got to the issues, the core issues, a little bit faster than the therapist I had on BetterHelp. Not to say that all the therapists are going to be like that, but this is my own experience. But I did enjoy a lot of aspects of BetterHelp. Now, traditional therapy. Traditional therapy is very costly. And I'm only able to afford this because I have insurance and I have my job paying for 6 sessions for me for free. If I didn't have that, then I wouldn't be able to afford therapy basically. Or I'll be able to afford it, but it'll be a massive expense on my pockets. Next thing is with my traditional therapist, she was able to identify me being in an abusive relationship with a narcissist fairly quickly. And she started me on the treatment to do so. And I didn't really say much about my ex in the therapy sessions, but she was able to identify that very quickly and start the healing process on that. So I think it was very profound that she was able to identify that after maybe 2 sessions. And the other therapist was not able to identify that, and I had about 10 or 11 sessions with her. Also, we talked about some childhood issues in that session and started getting down to my core values that were not the best core values that I had, that I have to overcome and I have to work through. Um, but it helped me identify the patterns I have in relationships with others and how to break those patterns, because she said in my session it's dealing with unfinished business. So I had a lot of unfinished business going on, um, and a lot of past hurts. But I just wanted to jump on here and encourage black people in particular to go get therapy. Like, this is a hard time we're all living in during a panana, because I can't say it, the word, but a panana. And everybody needs to go get the help they need and work through some things, so they could be better people and enter into better relationships with others. All right, that's my honest review, guys. Thank you for listening.